What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 64 of my Total Warhammer 3 Vlad and Isabella Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, preparations continue to be underway with the end being nigh in 3 turns. Very, very close now. We continue to push eastward into the territories belonging to the Heralds of the Tempest, as well as the Dolgan, and also did manage to get a fairly nice battle with Renki at Karak Varag against the orcs that were holding it there. Wait, no, it wasn't. It was actually Roderick at Saber Mountain. I'm confusing the ghouls. To be fair, they're both ghoul armies and they're in sort of the same location. It is getting confusing keeping track of them. But not to worry. I do have to wonder how far they will push together, as in whether we should separate them, send one south through the Mountains of Morn and maybe one north through the Chaos Wastes or something like that. I mean, I suppose there's 3 directions we could go and 2 armies here, if nothing else. But anyway, let's continue our preparations. We're going to send Wallach to the Silver Pinnacle just in case we get spawns there. No guarantee that that's going to happen, but if it doesn't, then we'll just delete him, as he will not be needed then. And we'll no longer have to waste money upkeeping him or keeping the upkeep, whatever, you know what I mean. Next up, what do we have over here now? Fort Ostrowsk has been taken by a rebel vampire counts, and it looks like a pretty weak army, so these guys should in theory be able to take it. Though the question is, will they? Will they? We could waste some, I do wonder, would we be able to attack this, sack it, and then move to Fort Straghoff after? Probably not. It looks like it's going to take us about 58% to move down here, and we're not even as far as Fort Straghoff, so most likely we wouldn't be able to get back here. Which makes me think that perhaps we actually want to occupy Fort Straghoff then. And then, yeah, it'll take like 3 turns to heal up, but just fine, just colonize it, whatever. Whatever. And what? Why was colonizing it free? Huh? Wait, is this something? Is this a... Huh. Wait, I've never seen this happen before. Is this because it's nearly fully vampirically corrupted? I didn't know that that was a mechanic. I have been playing this with the vampires so much, though to be fair, it's very rare to have everything vampirically corrupted before you conquer. But still, that was very strange. Not only vampirically corrupted, but also to be a ruin. Or is it... Could it have something to do with the fact that we abandoned it? Maybe that is it. I don't know. Now, would you be able to reach Fort Ostrowsk next turn? Yes, you would. So even if these guys don't take it next turn, we'll have Aldous move down here, take it, occupy it, and then we'll trade it to the KISLEVites. In fact, perhaps now is probably the best time to give them Prague, so maybe they'll be even more likely to take Fort Ostrowsk for themselves. Not even going to bother building this. I'm going to hope that they can do it for themselves, because I'm not waiting 5 turns to give them it, and especially since we want Aldous to get the heck out of here and then deal with Bellicor or whatever's going on. So, let's start. Prague is going to you. It's time for Kislev to rise. Damn, 25.5. I really wish that we could trade allegiance for this, you know what I mean? Like, if they didn't want to do, like, additional reputation or whatever for giving them free stuff, free allegiance would be swell, just to build more of their stuff. I mean, I feel like for a Prague, Kislev would be willing to give you some little groms, you know what I mean? It's just my thought on the matter. But anyway, here, have Prague. And we could take 4.6k from them, but you know what? I think that they need it more than we do. So they can have that and enjoy.
You have been most...
And there we go. I think Draika probably won't like that, so we'll need to try to join a few more wars with Draika, but yeah, that'll be fine. And interesting. All of the buildings got completely erased, but that might be because Prague is a unique city for them, as in it went from 4 to 5. Building slots. I'm hoping that this isn't the same case for all of these. In fact, we might as well just give them all this stuff as well. Minus Tribe Slaughter. Oh, in fact, we can't give them Carrick Doom until we give them Tribe Slaughter. Also, did their capital didn't move to Prague? It's kind of stupid. Ooh, also, while we're here, before I forget, can we... Yes, we can raise another Mortis engine. Alright, so with that, Aldous' army is complete. Beautiful. Alrighty, that's as good as it's gonna get, which is pretty good. And all those Blood Knights, and I'd love for him to fight Be'lakor. We'll see if we can manage to make that happen. Okie dokie, so KISLEV's Horizon. How much do they like us? Plus 396. Did you ever think it would get that high, considering they were like minus, I don't know, 300 or something ridiculous back when we, well, just destroyed their entire faction? It's not our fault they declared war on us. Oh, man. I wish we didn't have to give them the Temple of Heimkill, but whatever. Anyway, you can have Karak Vlag while you're at it. Enjoy some Karak Vlag. 71! Damn! And it's the same amount of money, because probably all the money that they have. I wish that we could do something with this, but because they're a vassal, there's really nothing that can be offered. There you go. I was originally going to trade them the Karak Vlag for vassalage, which clearly, as we can see, would have worked. And oh no, look, those buildings all got destroyed as well. So there was no point in building this, which means we can get a few bucks back. Demolish this, demolish the walls, demolish everything. We don't need any of this. Trade them all of this at a high level and then let them build their own stuff. A little bit stupid, but what can you do? At the very least, at least this way we get some of the money back, so it won't matter as much. Now, you guys better take Fort Ostrosk, or you're gonna make me very upsetty spaghetti. Okay, now that that's good, and Aldous will hopefully no longer need to watch all this, and I'm so happy that he did this with maxed out stuff. Seriously, was that because of the corruption, or was it because we abandoned the settlement previously? Whatever. It's also kind of annoying that we abandoned it now, but I really wanted Fort Ostrosk to go, which did happen, though not necessarily in the way that I was expecting. Vladdy, you've got lots of things to do. First of all, you're going to try to kill Goros here. Can we block army with you? No, we cannot. We can assault the army. Go for it. It's not gonna matter that much. I guess it might hurt him a little bit, just to try to reduce the auto-resolve casualties here, because it's not like you're doing anything right now anyway. Then we're going to declare war on these guys. We don't want them raiding our territory. Plus, everybody's going to be happy about our declaring war on these jerk faces. Alright, he's going to run away. Hopefully not so far that we can't attack Brass Keep immediately after. It would be annoying if we couldn't, but, well, I guess we shall find out shortly. Now, you're going to attack this. Decisive victory. And a little bit of damage on YouTube, but that can be healed up. A free potion of foolhardiness to turn into something else. It's a tiny bit of money, but let's heal up because we're about to attack a massive, massive garrison, and one that's probably with. Oh, damn, we're just out of range. Oh, damn you, Harbinger of Disaster. And, oh, another student that we no longer need, but, ugh. And Vlad now has the potion of foolhardiness. No, you don't need that, Vlad. And you know what? I know you don't need this either, but you can have your healing potion. We have plenty of them now. Nearly every lord has one. In fact, we gotta give one to Renki as well. Roddy has one, Aldous has one. I guess Yoss doesn't have one, but he hasn't been in many fights lately, so, well, basically ever, so it does make sense. You can go into channeling? No, keep raiding your own territory then. And then go back here. Oh, that really annoyed me. But it's okay. This looks like it's going to be a pretty good battle. Look at this. 2 giants here, a Chaos Feral Manticore, a Spawn and Nurgle, Chaos Sorcerer Lords, and a couple of Chaos Sorcerers, plus the garrison, which is 5 Chosen, 3 Chaos Warriors with Halberds. We got Gorby's Chariots, 4 Chaos Knights, another Giant, and I don't know what's over there, but it's looking like a pretty damn fun fight. Plus a maxed out wall, so greater raw energy coming out of those. Next turn. And before the end arrives. Bathilda, you still don't need to move, though you are getting another Mistress of the Dark Arts from Quanrada here. And there we go. And also, while we're here, yes, there it is, Discipline Necromancer, level 15 too, not too bad. And that's for you, Yos. You have yourself your 5th disciple. Beautiful. And you'll reach Castle Drakenhof in time. Amazing. You guys stay here, and you're gonna have to get chased by Mr. Leopold. But, yeah, all 4 disciplined. Those are gonna be some heavy-hitting Blood Knights and Black Knights and whatnot. Though we will have to figure out who we want to actually move out of this army. I just haven't decided whether we want to take out the Black Coaches or not. And also the Necros are going to stay on the Nightmare, so you don't actually need to be any higher level, because you can just stay on your Nightmare. Do we want to level these up? Also, while we're here, do you have your replenish troops? You do not. Alright, so let's get you replenish troops then. Replenish troops like so, Invocation of the Heck, Curse of Undeath, Raise Dead, obviously, Master of the Dead, Evasion, Magical Reserves, Earthing, Wind of Death, and Wind of Death again. Alright. Oh, I should have done 2 points into Invocation of the Heck. Damn it. Okay, fine. Redo that, damn it. My bad. Double Invocation of the Heck, Curse of Undeath, Raise Dead, Raise Dead, Raise Dead, Evasion, Wind of Death, Magical Reserves, Wind of Death. Probably should have done Earthing, actually, but too late. I'm not redoing that again. Good enough. Alright. I'm very glad that these guys actually worked out, and by these guys I mean the heroes. Great for Yos. And then if nothing happens here, Yos will then go for his southern errantry. We do have to start on the desert at some point. After all, most of the world will be... Let's see, wait. How can we easily take a look at... There we go, this is what I wanted here. So... We still have to take Lustria, well, attack Lustria at the very least, depending on how much interest there is and how far we want to go with this campaign. We still have to take the the Southlands, well, actually we have most of the Southlands, Nehekara, Land of the Dead, etc. All of these territories. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of stuff there, plus whatever we want to do with the remnants of Cathay. There's some northern stuff, but I'd like KISLEV to take a lot of that. And then here I'm hoping our allies will be able to deal with it, especially if later on we end up sending like an army or two over there to deal with their biggest detractors, I guess. But yeah, looking pretty good. More or less at this point, it's the Empire that should concern us more than anything else. Okay, now... Oh wait, actually, just one other thing. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Do want to have to decide what to do with Kugath exactly, but he might actually die to the resurgence of the Caravan of Blue Roses in 3 turns when the end is nigh. We shall see. Alrighty, Bathilda, stay where you are. Rudy, you're staying where you are as well for at least 3 more turns. Petey, we're gonna go for Nagashazar, and I'm thinking we still probably want to get you your Fire Rain rockets. Yeah, it's gonna make it a little bit longer, but, you know, I think it'll be worth our time. Now, the question is whether we delete the Glade Guard or delete the Grand Cannons, and I feel like the artillery probably would just straight up be better. Honestly, we're probably just better off getting 4 pieces of Fire Rain rockets. Much more so than 2 Fire Rain rockets than 2 Grand Cannons. I'm not a big fan of the Grand Cannons, but either way, Glade Guard out. And Fire Rain rockets in, like so. Yeah, too bad we lost the Hunts Marshal's expedition, as I feel like I would have preferred the Hellstorm rocket batteries, because we can't make as good use of these things because we don't have the unit capacity, alright, to make use of the Harmony thing. Harmony mechanic. How many of these units do you actually need nearby? It's plus 12 up to 24. Is that from 1? So maybe, would it actually be beneficial to have 4 versus 3 and then 1 of these types of units, like a War Compass, for example, or something? And I do have to wonder whether the Harmony effect actually works if they're different sub-factions, like if we get a War Compass from the Western Provinces, while the Cannons are from the Imperial Wardens, for example. I don't know. These are the questions, but not ones I know the answer to. Anyway, Roddy. You're heading up to Ice Spewer, but it'll be next turn. You're gonna have to raid a little bit on your way, so go and do so. And, oh wow. Really? This is as far as you can... Okay, fine, whatever. It doesn't matter, we should be able to reach Ice Spewer next turn anyway, even if we do raid our own territory a little bit. You're not collecting income. Not big on the raiding either, but whatever. Let's get you a charnel pit. We should also be careful about all these places just rebelling outright. It's perfectly possible that they do so. I don't want to over-upgrade these, because we may be transferring them all away anyway. Now you're headed out to Kolak, but stay here so that you can heal up. Like so, Kolak can't reach you here anyway. And yeah, go into channeling stance, not that you really need it. Okie dokie. And if nobody else is gonna fight, that'll mean we can get that fight with Vlad going. Ooh, you might actually want to fight, and we might actually want to make you a temporary but more or less proper army for a little while. Just to destroy these guys. Now, if we attack you, you're gonna run away, then the question will be whether we attack you or not. But pushing back through this way and raising some stuff may once again prove fairly worth our time. You know what, we'll take a look at this in a second. Let's just move everybody else who potentially would need to move. Wallach, you're good. Otto, you're good. Dirk, you're good. You guys are still temporary armies and you will stay there until the place is completely secure. Tech Thief, you're good as you are. Next Tech Thief, you are... I guess you're waiting here near Blackstone Post. Yeah, that's fine. Next Tech Thief. Oh, and I gotta remember that one of the Tech Thieves also got wounded. You can keep Huang Nagashazar, but you're gonna die at some point if you keep doing this, but hey. Keep risking it, I guess. Your effect still comes into effect as long as you're not dead, so... Even from beyond the grave, which does make sense. And I don't mean the dead grave. Oh, yeah, just the phraseology is just gonna confuse me now. Hey, another student. Well, we just got 2, and we did get 2 new heroes, so we can still make use of them. You want to attack this guy from Dolgan? You do, but you want to fail, apparently. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, if not rude. Okay, next up, what we want to do is take our 2 new heroes, our Disciplined Necro, Dreska, and give you your student. Like so. And then we'll do the same thing for Quanrada here. Alrighty, and I believe that's it. Quanrada. What's the origin of this name? It doesn't sound as, I don't know, German influenced as all the rest of this stuff does. Huh. Interesting. Well, regardless. Let's see. What else do we have here? Dirk Bergmere, Ermine, Bachman, we are probably going to attack with you, and I believe that's it. Okie dokie. Now, we could spend a little time doing some building, but I think we want to fight now. So in that light, you. What do you want to summon here? We have a pair of... Oh, we can get another Balefire if we want. Do we want? You can't raise dead, can you?
Yes.
I mean, we do have enough to get you raised dead, which I guess we do have to do. Like so. We do have 2 ghouls here, which are going to be pretty valuable. I still think we're probably going to need 2 ringers, mostly because the skin wolves are going to be an annoyance to deal with. And we can't get more crypt cores, which I would love to get because they're so damn cheap. 138. They're much cheaper than Graveguard. Too bad we can't raise a few more. Alrighty, fine. I guess then we will go lighter on the zombies. First of all, take you out, get you another corpse card with Balefire. The doggos are fine as they are. They're mostly here to chase down routing units. These things will get replaced by regular corpse carts with unholy lodestones after. Doggos aren't going to be able to chase these guys down very well. And yeah, I guess we'll summon 2 Blood Knights here somewhat temporarily. Probably the way to go. It'll be very, very costly, 1,000 gold per turn, but we're going to be deleting these guys afterwards, so it's not, it's only temporary after all. Alright, good enough, and... I mean, she does have to work her way through 3 armies while having no buffs. And the last zombie, we could replace you with another skeleton warrior, or we do... could get a Cairn Wraith, for example, to attack Chaos Warriors. We don't need it for Svanvir, but we may... I mean, for like the Cold Voider, but that's what the Blood Knights are for. I don't think we really need the Cairn Wraiths. I just wanted a 3rd Graveguard in here rather than the zombie, since we have summon. Actually, you know what? Let's get the Cairn Wraith, just for fun. Alright, let's have you now kill Svanvir. He's gonna run away, but hopefully not so far. And I doubt that Hama can attack Draka here, or Krakadrak rather. And... close victory, but casualties low. Now... that's a question. Do we manually fight this? I mean, I just say low casualties. Let's hope it is actually low casualties. We can always re-raise a few units, like the ghouls and stuff. Yeah, fine. Let's heal up. A little bit more damage than I would have liked, but what can you do? This guy might now just straight up attack us, but we shall see. Yes, then you four are gonna get joined together, you are gonna get joined together, you are gonna get joined together, you're gonna delete yourselves. Doggos together. And I assume we're still in Crackadrak, yes, so perfect. Doggo back, Skelly back, and you. There we go. And did that casualty didn't increase the corpse cards, did it? No, it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Would have been lovely, but oh well. And that keeps our army nice and relatively healthy. Now, you could go back to Crackadrak, but the question is, do we actually want to do that with you? The problem with doing so is that it would probably allow this guy to march stance past us, which we don't necessarily want. We could set up an ambush here. Fairly unlikely that it succeeds, but, you know, could give it a try. It's 60 everywhere, so we don't even necessarily have to move. You know what? Go for it. Go for an ambush. If he tries to siege, great. If he falls into an ambush, it'll work in our favor, though we'll have to be careful about the skin wolves. You did get 2 levels out of that, though, so that's another Curse of Undeath point. And we could go either Hunger or another point of Invocation of Nehek to lower the cost. You know, we do need the Lord to survive. I feel like we gotta go with the Hunger. I still feel like the Hunger should just be an automatic thing vampires have in general. But all good. Alright, well that works, and that is it for you. Hopefully this fight will happen, but more importantly, we'll now end the turn after spending our money and then have a nice big fight with Vlad. Beautiful. And, oh, let's get our tech up and running as well. Let's go for... Yeah, let's go for Fueled by Fear and Fresh Prey Supply, as we will be fighting shortly, and then Hexen's Knocked, Sacrifices, Incantations, and Nagash, and Blood Hunts last because it's useless garbage. Alright. Works for me. Now, where do we need to spend a little bit of our cash? So anywhere here, get another Gibbet. I think Bordelot will need an upgrade, unless I'm mistaken, yes. Looks good. Leoness is getting ready with those walls in preparation for the Vampiric Ascension. Let's start upgrading these, but eh. I mean, we will want to eventually, it's just once again the cost. A terrible cost. Varenka Hills, definitely need a wall there. Barrack Dawaz Bag, let's upgrade you. I mean, this entire place is getting upgraded. It's gonna be a pretty good money-making province after all. We could upgrade Akendorf or Karagangazar, but once again, that's not a huge deal. Black Crag's looking good. Black Iron Mine is currently being upgraded. Lovely. Could wall it up. You know, let's probably wall it up. I think it'll be a good idea. Floating Village. Okay, we don't want to lose Morgheim, so that's definitely something we need to wall up, and might as well upgrade the Floating Village as well. Even if Bathilda's protecting it, she can't be here forever, especially once we go southward. Karokazgal is good, and we don't actually have much money remaining. So, unless there's something I'm forgetting, let's just check the lower provinces here. We could actually probably start generating a little bit of cash here. Huh, not bad. 1540. I forgot that Morgheim actually makes pretty damn decent cash. We can make this a money-making province as well. Yeah, we now really need Sunken Kernark, don't we? Okay, Hochland, Krudenwald, you probably are gonna want your corpse pile. And that's pretty much all the cash that we got. Salzenmund, are we gonna upgrade you? I forget where you are. Oh, you're this place. It'll depend on if we attack these guys. Did we ever make a little alliance with them? No. So we would be free to just destroy them if we wanted to. And take their settlement. Might as well upgrade this then. Though there's fairly likely it'll eventually get attacked and destroyed by Norskins, but we'll deal with it if that comes down to it. Let's skip the rest of this, unassign skill points, and where might we get attacked? Here. So this is where we're gonna watch. End turn. And if we don't, then it's time for Vladdy to get to work. Poxmakers, why are you drawing our camera away? How dare you? Yeah, you go back to Shattered Stone, but I guess they're chasing Waller here. More than welcome to do so. It won't matter because these guys are gonna, you know, Vampiric Ascend shortly and are probably gonna overwhelm you. Actually, now that I think about it, the problem with that is that they're also very near to Imrik, and we don't want to be losing Imrik. Especially as we do want access to those Sisters of Avalorn as well as other stuff. And yeah, we got other elven allies to do that for us, but not forever. And we have a limited amount of allegiance, and if it isn't Archaon finally declaring war on us. Well, well, well. It was an inevitability, but it'll keep a few of our factions friendly, so it's okay. And if he comes down, I guess he'll be meeting Aldous in battle, as Aldous will remain up north. Ambush, and it did indeed work, and the enemy failed to spot it at that. Now this may be a reasonably tough battle, because once again we have to fight all these skin wolves, upgraded as they are, though not armored, fortunately, so they will still take considerable amounts of damage. We can't really get too much benefit out of the ambush, unfortunately, because obviously, well, we have no range or anything like that. But at the very least, the enemy formation is going to be probably pretty trash. Let's get to it. Alrighty, well, here we go. I was expecting a speech, but apparently we won't be getting one, and I should have expected that as well, because they don't generally give a speech prior to an ambush. Either way, this is definitely not the battle that I was expecting this episode, but it does look like a pretty interesting / fun one, as it's a relatively basic army on our side, but with some decent units, like the Blood Knights to act as ringers. We are still a little bit damaged because of that auto-resolve at about 3/4 HP, and the balance of power does favor the enemy, but I am reasonably confident that we can do this. Now, in terms of setup, we've actually set up primarily all of our troops over here towards the back line of the enemy army, wherein we will be focusing down the skin wolves first. All the massive piles of infantry that are out front are going to be held back by our 2 units of Graveguard, as well as our Corpse Cart and the Crypt Whores. These guys alone, I'm gonna hope, are just gonna hold everybody off while we deal with the main targets, being the skin wolves. So, here we go. Our Lord is here as well, so we're not going to be going after the enemy Lord. There goes that Corpse Cart with its silly attack animation. And now it's just a matter of overrunning the skin wolves, surrounding them and destroying them. We do have our Cairn Wraiths working on them over on this side, which I think would work fairly well, though all the armor-piercing damage is a little bit wasted. The skin wolves do lack the magical damage to be too threatening to the Cairn Wraiths themselves. Our first unit of Blood Knights is moving in and charging a skin wolf unit through our summoned zombies, which our Lord will continue to summon, and the second unit of Blood Knights is proceeding to do the same thing here. Unfortunately, a little bit of a dark map, so it's a little bit difficult to see what's going on outside of the spotlights of the balefire glowing on our corpse cart, but as we can see, it's sort of separated into several little combat areas. Mainly, this is the one I was talking about where the Graveguard are holding off the vast majority of the enemy infantry by themselves, and it does seem like this particular strategy is working fairly well here. The enemy skin wolves, which are our main targets, have been surrounded and are getting pretty much destroyed fairly quickly, as we see the Blood Knights that charged this unit of skin wolves absolutely destroyed them, and then the second one is following suit as well, surrounded by Crypt Ghouls and the Unholy Lodestone, as well as a ton of various skeleton spears and other such units. These skin wolves are about to run away. They're actually terrified of the Cairn Wraiths, so they're not immune to psychology, so quite useful there, and the same thing with our Lord and the other unit of Blood Knights here. So, at the very least, with like 90% of our army targeting the 6, I want to say, or something along those lines, skin wolf units, we are doing fairly well at destroying them. 1, 2... I want to say 6, but I don't quite remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... It's either 6 or more. Either way, they're in trouble. We got our Dire Doggos also chasing them down to make sure that they don't come back and hopefully fully destroy the units. Plus, of course, the skin wolves are a fairly fast unit, so we're not going to be chasing them down with the vast majority of our own troops. But otherwise, it's working fairly well. Balance of power with the death of those skin wolves has actually shifted in our favor, if not a crazy amount, certainly enough. We have to still destroy the piles of enemy infantry here, but our own infantry can start moving in and enveloping the blob here. Plus, once our own Lord arrives there, we shall be able to apply the the summon of the zombies to said enemies. We've also got the Blood Knights chasing around the Skinwolves as they can, and they will be charging any that come back. The ones that haven't been completely shattered, like this one that's coming back and actually wants to fight us directly. It's anti-large versus anti-large here, but our unit, I would think, should be vastly superior, especially as these are not the armored Skinwolves. There we go. We can see them dropping. Well, for those of us that can actually see in the darkness of this map. Not that the vampires would care that much about that. Alrighty, Skinwolves done, and I think that was probably the last of the Skinwolf units. And this one's actually still fighting, but it is wavering, and I do imagine that the cairn rates are going to see it off with another Terrify shortly. And away they go. Beautiful. With all the Skinwolves destroyed, we are now moving into the center of the battlefield where the main sort of fight is going, although I feel like the main actual fight was probably the one around the Skinwolves. I'm gonna stick around the spotlight here so we can at least see some stuff. There we go. Once again, we can see our limited number of crypt cores working, and they're certainly dishing it out to the poor marauders. We're also starting to summon zombies on the field right in the middle of the enemy army, now that our lord can support against the enemy infantry. And I do believe that the battle will be ours shortly. In fact, the enemy lord has also been caught by ours, and at level 5 versus level 6, I gotta give it to the vampire lord. I don't imagine that she should lose in a one-on-one. Especially with all the support we have. The other corpse carts are moving in, the Blood Knights are moving around in the background, the balance of power shifting further and further into our direction. We got some Crypt Ghouls moving in to hit the enemy in the back as well. Although a lot of our fast movers remain running around in the background trying to destroy any of the Skinwolves and other such high-value targets they can find. Once again, don't remember, do you have to fully destroy ambushed armies? I feel like you do. I'm not 100% on it, but I feel like you do. I always forget. They're not in march stance. So maybe they can actually get away. Well, we're going to try to chase down as many of them as we can, which we're going to be doing so right now. Besides, we've taken a little bit of damage here, while the allied troop count is kind of a lie because the attrition, but or not the attrition, the damage from the auto-resolve, rather. There's still certainly a few units like this unit of Graveguard that took half HP damage, unsurprisingly, considering all of the enemy units that they were holding off, that we should heal up. And there we go, sped up to max. The enemy lord's definitely gonna get the heck out of there, but well, we're not gonna chase him down when he's on a mount. Maybe the dire doggos could have managed it, but they're better off killing piles of units instead. And obviously the Skinwolves are the main threat, and we destroyed pretty much all of them. And there we go. And all the while this is happening, everybody's around the Unholy Lodestone Corpse Cart and getting periodic invocations of Nehek, plus Curses of Undeath uses from Ermine. I think she has the Curse of Undeath now. I can't remember, and I know it's been several seconds since we applied those skill points, but I don't remember if she had 3 or 2. Well, actually, she's level 5. Yeah, so she will have had Curse of Undeath here, so we're fine. I wouldn't have remembered whether she had Curse of Undeath for that first auto-resolve, but the second one she definitely does. So, more and more kills here, and there we go. A heroic victory at that. The enemy got pretty badly mauled in that ambush, even though we I suppose don't have a massive advantage from said ambush. And is this an icy road, or is this I think it's water. Wait, now I'm confused. Were the enemies just marching down this this river, or is it just looking like the area that they were marching down? It's kind of close to them, but perhaps they were marching down this part near the river. Either way, it didn't help them, and I'm not sure it mattered to us. And there we go, a nice little heroic victory for Ermine Bachmann here, and that's another army that is not going to be threatening our territories. Now, we are going to, I guess, heal up. They do have to destroy another army, though we are in our friendly territory. So actually, no, you know what, we'll probably heal to full regardless of this. So we're probably free to actually return the captives then. Yeah, fine, return the captives. Alright. And you... Oh, look, Festus is... Wait, is Festus back? No, no non-aggression. Oh, in fact, I would like to actually not be trading with you for a while, because we probably want your territories. Jiangxi rebels, you want a peace treaty, and we're gonna say no. Most likely they'll be dead eventually. It's not like we're gonna be bothering to confederate them or anything like that. And aha, hello. Now that the Tong are at war with us, they do seem to be sailing down here, which is, I guess, another good reason that Ermine was here. Though, she's actually... She didn't heal up nearly as much as I thought she would have. It's a little bit disappointing. Looks like these guys are coming back in numbers as well. Some ally missions aborted. A settlement receives plague. A potion of speed. Creator for Rudy. Ready for duty for a tech thief. Ambusher discovered. Settlement receives plague, though probably one of the very, very last plagues. Now, Festus is indeed back, though he's back at Talibayam. There's a good chance that he'll attack Taliban next turn, or he will get killed by Ralph Caslain, because Vlad will be taking out Brass Keep next, I guess next episode, because we won't have time for the full battle. Like, yeah, well, we can't even auto-resolve this. Damn, valiant defeat. Vlad has not seen a lot of those, but that's obviously not going to happen. Continue siege, we'll do that at the start of next episode. Big old battle, and we have 2 turns until the enemy arrives. And oh, hello, Draca. What are you doing? There's no more woods for you to go to, is there? I guess there's a witchwood out here somewhere. It's up here somewhere if we want to get you there. There's probably at least one in location in Lustria. There's Orion's camp in the heart of the jungle, though that's quite far away as well. And oh, are you still alive somehow and he didn't even siege? Well, Zoltathios should be killing him shortly. Is this guy actually trying to attack him? I don't know what the heck is going on over here. And did this guy actually build more troops, or is he... Don't make us send Bathilda after you. We're gonna have to send Bathilda after him, aren't we? Oh, fine. Kind of annoying, but whatever. Bathilda, go chase him down. What's the likelihood that he can get floating village? Yeah, not really. Not gonna happen. That's just fine. Alrighty, so let's see what else we have. First of all, you are still moving south. Yos, you are near Castle Drakenhof, so you'll reach it just in time. And of course we will have Dreska join you as soon as you stop moving. Like so. Beautiful. Now we just need the 5th disciplined unit and then we are good. 5 units all disciplined. And that's 2 leadership and 2 attack, so everybody will have plus 10 here, which is pretty damn decent, especially on the Black Knights and the Blood Knights. Well, I guess the Blood Knights don't really need the leadership, but the Black Knights can certainly use it. 62 really isn't that high. I feel like I've seen Skaven slaves with higher, well, in the hands of the AI, because the AI is a no-good cheat. Now, now that we're also at war with these guys, I guess it's time to trade Doom and Tribe Slaughters, so you might as well enjoy that. So here, have Tribe Slaughter. Yes.
My people are...
And you can have Carrick Doom. Alrighty, hopefully they can actually hold on to these territories rather than immediately losing them to these guys. At the very least, Carrick Doom... Oh, and I just realized these things lose garrisons when they get traded. Oh, I hadn't considered that. I guess they'll be up next turn, but there's a good chance that Tribe Slaughter will fall. Because there's probably a little army nearby, but oh well, hopefully they can reclaim it. Hopefully they recognize that this is their territory. Also, are you kidding me? They didn't take Fort Ostrogsk. Ah, you useless garbage. Okay, well, that's annoying, but whatever. It is what it is. Bellicor's landed at the Tower of Crack, but we're going to use Aldous to take Fort Ostrogsk to give it to these guys as well. Ugh. Bunch of idiots. We will occupy the place. And we'll stay here for one turn. Oh, we got a Helm of Discord out of that, though. That's certainly a worthwhile pickup. And then we'll heal up here for one turn, and then we'll head out to Stroghoff while giving Ostrogsk to them, as in our allies. And then we will give Fort Stroghoff to them the turn after that. And that'll be the same turn that the end comes rolling around. Once again, not the end of the campaign. Not until the interest starts to wane. Now... What else can we do this episode? As in, what do we still have time for? Rudy can't do anything. I do want to keep an eye on our shoreline. Okay, no, it's just sloppy Crookshank. I was worried that it would be these guys. Also, and by these guys I mean the Vampire Coast, though we still do want to vassalize them. Alistar's out here. It looks like these guys have actually... I guess Nakari died. He managed to take Elysia, but then presumably lost against us. I mean, he does have 5 Sun Dragons in his army, so fair enough. It would probably still be a fairly tough time for him to take Torkar. Now, I just also want to double-check our quick deals and our war coordination, because I have a bad tendency to forget all that. Oh, look, these guys want a non-aggression pact now. Though they are once again disliking us. Go figure. Trade agreements, everybody wants them. The only way I do this is if you're willing to confederate. Wait. You'd be willing to vassalize, but the Confederation's at -91. Damn it. Yeah. Oh, even the Awakened wanna do this, even though they don't like us because of, well, us allying with all of their enemies. Actually, I think that Bordelot Errant might be dead, or at least will probably be dying shortly. In fact, we lost our outpost with them. So actually, while we're here, what we should probably do is build another outpost at, let's say, the start... Oh, damn, Kurun has their outpost there. We could build it at the Fuming Serpent, but it dying is very, very likely. So the thing I'm concerned about is actually making use of our decent amount of war coordination with them. We have 59. On the other hand, do they even have any more territories that allow them to build good stuff? We can build Pegasus Knights out of this. There's a Pegasus area here. Yeah, they've lost a lot of their good stuff. And by losing Tlaxlan, which is, I believe, where our thing was. Our outpost, I mean. Yeah, kind of bet on the wrong horse in Lustria, but oh well. Also, Itza, how alive are you? Not very. Not very alive at all. In fact, you don't even like us, because of our treaties with the Huntsmarshal's expedition, who are now dead. Yeah, Lustria is gonna need bailing out. Between the Awakened and Rakarth and the Clan Pestilence, the place has gone to hell. And also, it looks like the Cult of Sotek is probably dead as well, interestingly enough. Exoatl's still alive. They don't want to trade with us, though, and they don't like us for... Damn it, yeah. That Huntsmarshal's expedition really continues to bite us, doesn't it? It would be unfortunate if they declared war on us. Maybe we start giving them gifts slowly to get friendlier with them and try to get an alliance going, though we could conquer their territories. It is green, unlike several other places. Well, anyway, unfortunately with that, I don't see anything else that we can do, so I think I'm going to call the episode here. Next time will probably be the last episode where we have a chance to prepare. We may get a battle with Kolek next time around as well, depending on if he sits here or not. For Renki, should be a pretty fun time if we can manage to do so, and we'll continue moving up to the Challenge Stone with Roddy. Vlad will be taking out the Brass Keep in a massive cinematic battle first thing next time, and Aldous will move up here to try to hunt down Be'lakor and deal with this. I'm also hoping that Bier here can take Zoishank for us, so that this faction is destroyed and then everything is KISLEV. But this time, we've certainly made sure that KISLEV has risen. They have Prague now. They have 3 new, larger settlements. They had none before. They had all these minor settlements. Volksgrad, Yechich, Novkazi. So it's just oblasts before. So they should get along a lot stronger fairly quick. So I'm hoping that we can get a lot of mileage out of them, but you'll have to stay tuned to find out whether that plan works out or not. So stay tuned for more. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.